Swing full day yesterday for both gold and silver. As we expected, it has achieved the highs at 1887 at the same time achieving the lows at 1867 for gold. Likewise, silver too has shown a good swing. I hope you all profited. Now what to expect today, which position you should take in order to profit, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. Remember, today is an important day for US indices and in fact precious metals, as well as the most awaited inflation data for December will be released for most of the, specifically for US I would say. But yes, Chinese data is already released, and as well as there is data awaited from India as well. But most focus will be on US, so which position you should take, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Do watch till the end. First we'll look into gold, followed with silver. Listen to it carefully and trade as per the levels. Let's have a look at the hourly charts first for gold, and you can find out on the hourly charts it tried to take a dip yesterday, went till towards 1867 and on the upside at 1886-87 zone. Now see, first thing is it has set the limit. Till the time it trades within this limits, we need to remain cautious. See, it has taken a dip, retraced, and now achieving 1885, trying to retrace again on the downside. So once again 1874, which I told you yesterday with the US analysis, that is the second analysis for the day, that below 1874 you can sell. Expect 1870, 1867, 65, and then below that further drop can be expected. So this time it has achieved lower lows, went till towards 1885, and now only sell entries below 1874 for the day. That is very, very clear. So you can sell there at 1874. Now look at this on the upside. Certainly there is a pivot and resistance at 1887 level, so possibly that is the level beyond which a little more rise can be expected. Now on the hourly charts you can also see the drop here, rise, retracement, and again a rise. So it is trying to create a wave which is a bullish wave, and possibly once it breaks past 1887 it can give you further bullishness. My target of 1900, 1910, in fact 1900, 1920 is definitely achievable. If not today, possibly this week or next week it might get achieved, which anyways we have already achieved our long-term target of 1880. Now it is trying to sustain these levels, and I'll be looking forward for a breakout. Let's see which direction it goes. However, so far you can see it is trying to trade in this. There was a breakout yesterday on the downside, failed to sustain those levels. Look at the directional movement here is bullish. Stochastic is overbought on the hourly charts. The MACD has crossed over and it is divergent and it is bullish. It is looking upwards. RSI is trading near to the highs here. And if you look at the 2-hour charts, on the 2-hour charts too, see this journey is done. And if you look at, this is a kind of flag it is trying to trade into. 1870, very good support here now for the day. And on the upside 1886, 87. In fact, a good move will certainly be seen once it breaks past with confirmation and sustains above 1891. You can certainly say that 1900, 1910 levels are definitely going to get achieved. Directional movement moderately bullish. Stochastic looking upwards, trying to trade bullish here. The MACD is trying to converge crossover. So one more green candle and then definitely it will cross over for the bullish move. RSI is looking upwards. And if you look at the 2-hour chart, see it is created the base here at 1874-75 levels, and since then it has tried to rise again. This is the third green candle, leaving a wick here. Possibly I will wait for the next candle. How far it stretches, that one need to look at. Directional movement bullish. Stochastic again entering into overbought. MACD trying to converge here. And if you look at the 3-hour charts, now look at the 3-hour charts here. See, if you look at these two, this is kind of a symmetry. This time it breached the support levels here. Then a further candle appeared where it has breached the support at 1872, and since then it has retraced. So see, lower highs and lower lows are getting created here on the near term. That is a worry point here, and that is why I say once it breaks beyond 1887, you can confirm that it is trying to give you a bullish breakout. That is the level beyond which you can confirm that it is trying to give you a bullish breakout. That is one part. Second part, on the downside 1874, yes, if it breaches this, certainly below which 1870, 67, 65 and then 60 levels to be seen. This is second part to it. Directional movement is moderately bullish. Stochastic entering into overbought zone. MACD trying to converge, crossover for the buy. RSI trading near the highs. Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts too, So if you consider these few candles, you can find out this is slightly bearish in nature, and the same observation what we saw in the earlier charts. 1887 it needs to break out. Directional movement is diverging again. Stochastic rising. MACD is in red trying to converge. RSI looking upwards here. And if you look at the daily chart, now look at the daily charts here. Now if you look at the previous candle, it was a good swing from 1887 to 1867. Also the candle closed in a doji. Also, if you recall, yesterday I told you that it is giving a breakout, and see higher lows were seen, and yesterday it did breach these lower levels. So that is one part to it. So now if you look at, remember again, it can give you a good swing because previous candle was a doji. This candle started flat and trying to trade in green, and the whole day is left again in front of us. So possibly if it breaks below 1874, it can stretch it further. This time it can take it till towards 1865 levels, and in fact 1860 levels, and from there also it can show you a reversal. So there is a possibility for it to show you extreme swings like what we saw yesterday. And in fact, see lower highs, so means lower lows possibly. That is what also one of the expectation, and hence 1865-60 zones can also be seen if it drops below 1874. So this is clear here that only buy entries above 1887, sell entries below 1874. Directional movement on the daily charts is bullish. Stochastic is overbought. MACD is bullish here. It is trying to converge. RSI is overbought here. Considering this, for this $13, do not trade. And on the downside till 1865, 1860, you need to remain cautious. It can show you good swings. Below 1860, it can drop further. And yes, remember till 1824, one should buy the dips till we are in January. That is my expectation. And at the same time, on the upside beyond 1887, you can expect 1891. Then 1900 levels is a must. Possibly we may see it hitting those levels very soon. If not today, possibly in few days from now. At the same time, beyond 1900, certainly more bullishness can be expected. So take your trade accordingly. Trade with the stop loss, trade with the trailing stop loss. Now let's have a look at silver. Now if you see silver's movement from here, 23.55 levels, you can find out 24.10, almost 55 cents. And on the downside, 23.20 levels, almost 35 cents there. And if you consider the entire move from here to here, you'll observe that 23.65 should be the pivot, and that is why also after rising from 23.40, it has seen multiple green candles, and now I will recommend you to buy 23.65 because beyond which you can expect it to hit 23.80 levels, the next resistance, and beyond that further bullishness can be expected. Right now it is in the phase of consolidation on the hourly charts. Lower highs are seen, higher lows are seen. It is trying to trade within this zone. See, directional movement is bearish and stochastic is near to overbought. MACD interestingly has converged crossover for a bullish momentum. RSI is near to the comfortable zone there, neither overbought nor oversold. If you look at the 2-hour charts, likewise on the 2-hour charts, higher lows are getting seen here. This is indicative of bullishness, and if you look at the near-term chart, you will find out it is trying to trade in this bullish channel, and possibly the highs are now at 24.50 levels. So once it sustains about 24.10, certainly we can see 24.40, 24.50 levels. Directional movement here is bearish. Stochastic rising from the bottom there. The MACD is trying to converge here and crossover for the buy entry. RSI trading flat. And if you look at the 3-hour charts, on the 3-hour charts, after the sharp drop, it is retraced, getting resistance here at 23.60-65, and possibly because beyond 65, you can expect 75 and 80 zone, which is definitely going to give it a very, very good resistance. Beyond 23.80, we can possibly expect 23.95, 24.10, and then 24.50 levels again. On the downside, only sell entry I will recommend is below 23.40, because that is going to give it a very good support. Below 23.40, further bearishness can be seen. 23.20 levels again. And then below that further drop might take it below $23. Directional movement moderately bearish, stochastic rising from the oversold, MACD bearish trying to converge, RSI flat. And if you look at the 4-hour charts, now look at the 4-hour charts here. See, one single sharp red candle, and now this is retracement. Even if it tries to retrace, you should be cautious of $24, $24.10. Till those levels, we should be alert, only beyond which we can expect that it is going to take a breakout. And on the downside, below 23.40, yes, you can sell, but then expect 23.20 as the maximum and strong support. And if it trades below 23, certainly you can expect 2280, which is going to be a very, very good support. Now look at the daily charts for silver. You can find out, see the rally, consolidation peak is done. See, this is the long-term trend line. And if you look at this time, it is trading below the 20 period moving average. This is showing slight bearishness. And hence, once it trades beyond 24, certainly that is the time one can expect that breakout is seen there. See, 3 red candles there. First of all, last 3 red candles, you can find out lower highs. And you can find out these 3 lower lows. Support there at 2320. With that as support, and once it breaks past this, consider this for a good reversal. 2450 levels can be expected, and beyond that it will give a very strong breakout. Directional movement moderately bearish, stochastic flat, MACD is bearish, divergent. Considering this sell at 2340, buy at 2365. For this 25 cents, do not take any position. On the upside, 2375, 2380, this zone you should be cautious of. Once it breaks past 2384, the more bullishness might take it for the 2395, 24 and 2410. Beyond that, certainly 2445, 2450 levels to be seen, and beyond that, my near-term targets for 25 and 25.5 can be expected. On the downside, below 2340, you can expect 2330, 2310, and then below that 23 and 2280. These levels and this zone at 2280, 2320 is going to be remain a very strong support zone and very critical zone for silver, because any drop below 2280 will take it till towards 2250-60 zone, the next support, and then $22. So it is trying to keep itself within this box at 22 to 24. We had seen this in past in our multiple analysis that it is trying to trade in block, and 22.24 is the first block, because beyond which it will try to achieve $26 level. So keep your positions accordingly. Trade with the stop loss, trade with the trailing stop loss. Join my mentorship batch if you want to learn and be a part of profitable and proficient trader. We want to become a profitable and proficient trader. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.